Say, mean, matter. Have you used it? Let's check it out. What is it? Say, mean, matter is a source analysis strategy or tool. Sometimes it can also be see, mean, matter because as you're looking at sources, it may be an image, a document, or even an artifact. But what does it look like in the classroom, especially with young students? Let's take a look. The first thing we're looking at is what does it say or what do you see, depending on the artifact that you're studying or the source you're looking at. What does it mean? That's where students have the chance to really define things in their own term and put things in their own words. Why does it matter? This is that big piece that's so important, the application, the so what. So, what does history have to do with my life today? Also, that taking informed action piece. What if we put some scaffolding in place? We know that scaffolding helps our students to be empowered and to be independent. So we see here at the top, there's just an example. What does it say? What do you see? What does it mean? And why does it matter to really help your students get the idea? Here's an example of what it might look like. We've got Thomas Jefferson's garden here with Monticello. Obviously, this would be what do you see? So students would go through and they would talk about what they see in the image, and then they would talk about what it means. And then lastly, they would wrap it up with why does it matter? So they may say something like, I see a garden, I see plants, I see trees, I see mountains, I see things that are growing. And then we go to what does this mean? So, what does this mean? How does this teach us about Thomas Jefferson? Well, it may tell us that he loved to be outside. It may tell us that he loved to grow things, that he loved vegetables. It may also tell us that he was a collector of items. And then why does it matter? Why does it matter to us today? Well, it matters because so many of the fruits and vegetables we have now are because they were things that were brought back to Thomas Jefferson from the Lewis and Clark expedition that he then planted and grew in the garden. We could do the same exact thing using a map. There's an example here using the Louisiana Purchase where students would go in and talk about what they see, what it means, and why the Louisiana Purchase matters to us today. Here's a document. We've got the Declaration of Independence. Again, our young students aren't going to be able to read the actual words, so we would use this more of an image analysis, talking about what they see or the features of the document. But stop. Don't forget, we always want to make sure that we are modeling everything we do with our students before we turn that strategy or that tool over to them to use in partnerships or independently. We'd love for you to join us. Use this QR code to join us on Godot Community or on Godot's Facebook groups. Thank you so much for joining us. Here's my email if you have questions.